Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, as long as you're 18 and up. Welcome to another episode of Car Chronicles Reviews of The Last of Us, episode 6. We are the Less Than Stealthy Ninjas. We taking you on this audible, and visual journey. You have myself, Scootaloo, aka Jackson's Own. You got Aranya, Gorehor Miss,
Right here.
aka I'm not gonna deal with these cordyceps. And then you got Cosmic Holy Boss,
Yes,
aka
sir.
King Cordy, aka King Cordycep,
Yep.
aka Cordycep King,
Yep.
aka let me give you this Cordycep kiss.
AKA no relation to the Rat King. That's the not family. No family.
AKA that's spoilers. But but yeah, episode 6 of The Last of Us. And I was telling Aranya that it was a juicy episode. And she was like, why was it juicy? And it was like, my mistake is what's coming up ahead.
Mm.
And this is the setup to that finish line. You see them people run that marathon and they hit that corner, and then it's like, bam, finish line.
Straight away.
That's what this is. It's we on the straightaway to the finale. And if you played the game, of course, you know. But what we like to do with this is we discuss the episode. And Aranya's point, she's never played the game. So once we discuss the episode, Boss and I will kind of rewind and say, what happened in the game, what didn't happen in the game, to compare the two. So with that being said, Aranya, what did you think of episode 6?
It was a little dangerous. I was a little anticlimactic.
Okay.
Bit. I was excited to see the lady from True Blood.
Oh, wait. Pause. Hold on 1 second. Miss Rutina Wesley, shout out to Taki B, but we had a strong conversation because it was amazing to see your presence. And yeah, we still remember Tara forever in our hearts. So, Rutina Wesley, I'm just saying.
What is happening here?
I didn't really know. I'm scared.
Did he disappear to have a moment? What is happening?
I guess so.
Buttons, they weird.
So it was wonderful to see her. I knew it was her from just her eyes. I was like, and I knew her name was Rutina, but I couldn't remember her last name. And I was like, True Blood.
Good old Terry.
Sarah did that. Oh man, I need to go back and watch True Blood again. But
TNT just started showing that.
I do. And I was like, do I want to watch it from the beginning? I don't know. We'll talk about it. Right.
But we ain't on that. But yes. I really liked the beginning because it wasn't in the game, if I remember correctly.
It was not.
That was probably one of the that is the nicest interaction you got in The Last of Us.
You will ever see. That is the nicest interaction.
And then I love the whole dynamic of that conversation because it was like she was like, well, they ain't shoot me yet.
Right. Like, he's got a girl with him.
You tell me. You're like, you tell me where we are on this map, and your answer better match hers.
Like, did you tell him the truth? Yes. Are you telling me the truth? like that shit had me rolling. She like that Ellie came bubbling down that ladder, and she's like, yeah, cause fuck all in the forest, and he's like, holy, like.
And shout out to that man too.
Yeah,
right.
He's been in a lot, and he was in Twilight. Shut up, both of you. Shut up.
something Graham, I think is his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And she was in Northern Exposure. So yeah, love them. Like they were awesome. She was hilarious. She talking about like, you made them soup. Yeah, made them soup. Like,
and she was so chill about it, like
like she like you didn't shoot him. The gun is all the way over there.
And she was just sitting there fat, like
well, not only that, but you could tell she realized these were people that was not meant to harm.
Yeah, right. And he looking like, what is happening? What is happening?
He was so confused.
But then, of course, they went to the quote unquote river of death. And then I love that moment after they crossed, they was like, what if this is the actual river of death? And then they both had that look like, And then of course the band of the band of locals show up, and they was like, you drop your weapons, drop your guns, you stay right there. We got an infected sniffing dog, and he'll sort you out. And then, boy, that scene was intense when the dog went to Ellie, because it was like, ooh.
They shot that just right. They shot that just right.
Right. That boy Joel was having a panic attack, and I'm over there like, oh, they go.
Now,
I don't know what.
Quick little sidebar. I don't remember that being in the game either.
It wasn't.
Yeah, Joel having that fear that was overcoming him.
No, that wasn't. Like, he never gave a shit about that girl until they had that conversation, and she brought it up like when she was reading the diary. But no, that interaction with the posse didn't happen. You found the dam. You had to fight some infected.
Not only do you find the dam, but you had to navigate the dam.
You're right. Yeah. So
you had to fight some infected. Everything.
And then you find Jackson, and then they let you in. So you didn't get brought there, and that emotional Tommy was like, that wasn't there. So like, that was a lot.
Now, of course, me being the person I am, of course, I'm welling up in the eyes, because once again, with this show, I can only put myself and Taiki B in that situation. I can only imagine how will it be that we're states away. This whole apocalyptic infected thing is happening. You have raiders and all of this. All of a sudden, you go radio silent on me. So now it's like, where's my bro?
Are they play brothers?
Yeah.
Like, you mean in real life, or in the context of the world?
In the context of the world, are they just like they grew up together, brothers?
No. They're brothers. They're actual brothers.
But
Joel and Tommy are brothers. Huh?
Jackson is Hispanic.
So is Pedro.
Yeah, so is Pedro.
They got a different daddy. Like, I was looking at things very carefully, and I was like,
you have to look at it this way. We're looking at the context of they cast two actors.
Right.
In the game, they're two white dudes.
Right. Right. So
again, game here. I'm just looking at
okay.
To put
look
it
at
in
it this way.
Joel looks more like his character. Tommy in the game looks more like Perry from Kansas City in the show.
I don't remember Perry from Kansas
Perry
City.
was the bearded one that was like, Kathleen, we gotta go. The one that was protected.
Yeah.
Take away the beard. That's Tommy.
Because remember, that's Tommy. That's the voice actor of Tommy.
Oh, see, I don't remember.
And plus, look at it this way. Be honest, both of y'all, do Taiki B and I really look like we that much that brothers?
Yeah, right here. Right across here.
Right,
they look like play brothers. Yeah, like, and the reason I asked is because Pedro Pascual, is that his name?
Close.
He looks like maybe he is Mexican and maybe like a Spaniard or something. But Jackson, he looks like he's like
Gabriel
Mexican or Dominican, or he just looks more Native American, than Pedro does. So when I looked at him, I was like, "Are they?"
Wait, why are you calling him Jackson?
Is that his name?
It's Tommy.
Who is Jackson?
The name of the town.
Name of the town is Jackson.
I be making shit up. Y'all know this. I don't know why y'all playing with me.
I thought you was calling him a name from another role he played, but I'm like, his real name is Gabriel.
I thought his name was Jackson.
I was gonna say Gabriel is his name.
Tommy. Like
Tommy.
Okay. So Tommy looks more Native American descent, like Hispanic, versus Pedro looks more Spaniard. He's more fair and stuff like that. So that's why I was like, are they really brothers, or did I miss something in the game?
No, they're actually brothers. Well, okay, I will say this. If they're not brothers, they never said it.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
They never said it.
I just took a mental note when I was staring at them, and I was like, are they playing with me? Are they not really brothers? They'd be like, you and Boss being like, oh, we brothers. And I'm like, this.
But yeah, we get to see Jackson, and we also saw a little Easter egg teaser of Last of Us 2. The little girl that was staring at Ellie.
Oh.
That is made to believe that is Dina.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the one she falls in love with in Last of Us 2.
Oh, Ellie likes the ladies.
Also, what's old buddy's name from Last of Us 2? Without giving the spoilers away, the one that like Joel was warning, like watch out on the patrols and stuff.
I don't remember his name.
Well, his picture was in the episode too.
Oh, I don't think I saw it. And if I did, I ain't paid attention.
It was on a poster board. It said something, and his name was there. But it was him. But so, some lead up to part 2. So yeah.
with that kind of spoiler, they wind up back in Jackson.
They do, yeah. So,
but yeah. So we see Jackson. We see that there's a town, electricity, food, water, activities. It's a thriving little community, just like how it was in the game. Mm-hmm. We meet Maria. We find out through conversations that Maria is pregnant.
Well, and her stomach too.
And
I just thought she ate good till she said it.
And Tommy and Maria are together. Maria is pregnant, and Tommy's expecting his first child. And that and you can kind of see Joel still rough around the edges, but he's just like, man, fuck all that noise. What about the shit we used to do, fam? I need that Tommy back. And Tommy's like, I can't be him no more, man.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't me, man. That ain't me, my guy. I'm a changed man. I'm trying to atone.
Shout out to the Diva Cup making an appearance. I was like, oh, y'all modern with it. Y'all got this Diva Cup just around? Like, did y'all rob a pharmacy? Because those are expensive.
Look, I imagine there was some women in a small group preserving them in a back room. Like,
right. Like, we going to soak these Diva Cups in vinegar and make sure they good. What?
Because that thing was open. Like,
look, they was like, shake it out and let it hang to dry.
Like, but bleach on it a little bit, then we'll rinse it off in the snow for about a few days.
Good. Out there. Y'all don't have no pads? Ain't no pads left. It's some pads around here somewhere.
And then, also too, what Boss hinted at, the conversation between, the first conversation between Joel and, Tommy and Joel, where, Joel was telling Tommy about how he's afraid, he's shaking, he getting old in these ice cold streets. He don't know if he can deliver. And, he was just basically asking Tommy for that one favor. He was like, bro, can you take the drive? Can you take her to the university? Because your boy is getting old in these streets.
Mm-hmm.
My body ain't used to.
Where is this supposed to be?
This is Wyoming?
Yeah, Wyoming.
Okay. I got confused.
And he was taking her to Colorado.
Oh, mm-hmm. I got confused. I was like, wait, where is this? Because, I don't do maps. So, I was like, where are they?
Yeah. And, and Tommy was kind of like, reluctantly, all right, big bro, I got you, man. And then, Ellie's in the room reading the diary. Joel goes up there, and that conversation happened, which was.
Let's prelude this first because the game does it a little bit differently. When they get there, Joel tells, if I remember right, both Tommy and Maria, she's immune. Well, y'all gonna take her to them fireflies because I'm done here. And that's when the town, no, they were at the dam at this point.
Yeah, I think it was at the dam.
They were at the dam at this point, and they get rushed by some raiders. Ellie disappears into the forest, and Joel goes and finds her at this like abandoned house, and that's when he finds her upstairs in the bedroom reading the diary, and that whole conversation happens right then. So, and pretty much word for word happens.
Yeah, Aranya, what was your thoughts with that conversation between Ellie and Joel?
It went kind of how I thought it would. Mm-hmm. Joel has shut himself kind of down a little bit to everything and emotion and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna lie, my eyes did get a little bit of bee pollen in it this one. Because when Ellie was like, she's lost everybody that ever cared about her, I was like, no, because I could see it from Joel's perspective, but I guess I never really realized Ellie's perspective, and not because she's not a human, but I don't know. I just look at her like Newt, like she's a little older Newt with a smart ass mouth, and I'm just kind of like, damn, I guess I didn't think of it that way. And she's a person, even though she's never experienced most things that the older people have experienced. She's still a person, and she still has feelings too. And everybody does leave her or get killed or whatever. And it's like, oh, so I understood. And this eye got pollen in it.
Yeah. So, and then of course the scene of the next day, Tommy getting Ellie, they go to the stables, and then Joel and I was gonna steal the horse. He was like, we would have gave it to you. I was gonna steal the horse. That was about 30 minutes ago. And he was like, so I'm gonna give you a choice. I think you'll be safer. I'm going with you.
Right.
And we see them ride off, and like Boss said, you can kind of see where that was the conversation that made Joel realize, okay, I need to chill out.
Yeah,
a little bit. Yeah.
I need to chill. I understand I'm getting old. I'm not what I'm used to be. But at this point in time, me and this girl has went through so much in these last few months. How can you not get attached? She's a 14-year-old girl. She's going to see me as her protector at this point.
Exactly.
She's going to see me as, if shit gets real, Joel has it. And from that notion, we now get into the flip side of it, because they get to the university, they realize the fireflies, like, they out. Then we see mad monkeys running around now.
Just like the game, home of the bighorns, except the university is an intense little section.
It's very intense.
Because when you get there, you have to go through the dorms first.
Mm-hmm.
The dorms is, when you get there, you have to gas mask up because they're filled with spores. You breathe them in the games world, you are infected. So,
oh no, Aranya passed out.
in the dorms are 2 bloaters and like 6 or 7 of the regular infected.
And you gotta fight them together.
You gotta fight them, and it's claustrophobic. It's dark.
Put it this way, every time you fight bloaters, it's claustrophobic.
It is very claustrophobic. They put you in a small space.
Every time you fight bloaters, it's in a small space.
Except for the gym in the first one. That's the only time you had mad room in a bloater fight. But after that, you get up there, you hear the monkeys, you see the monkeys, there's that noise up there. They go up there and then they hear people coming, and it's a fight to get out of there. And so, man,
what the show did, Joel encountered one of them. He swung the bat, missed. Joel dispatched him. Ellie was like, "Hey, Joel," piece of the bat was stuck in Joel. In the game, he gets into a tussle, and they fall off of like a second floor,
third floor,
and Joel lands through some rebar
on a pile of concrete.
Exactly.
It goes right through his back and out in front of his stomach.
Yeah,
and so Ellie pulls him off of it. Yeah.
And literally how it played out in the show with them trying to ride off and Joe just slumps off that horse.
Hold on. Let's also talk about when you're dragging him out of the university.
Oh, yeah, you got to drag him out of there.
There are people still coming, and Ellie gets in the jaw with somebody's bat and still puts 2 bullets in him and keeps going. Yeah. Like it is intense.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally forgot about that scene. That the fact that you still had to fight your way out with Ellie.
Yeah, like it, man. And they get to the horse, they ride off, and it happens just like in the show. He falls off because he passes out.
Like, and then next thing you know, it just cuts to black, just like how it kind of did in the show.
And for the record, Pedro Pascal, he is Chilean, and Gabriel Luna is Mexican. Thank you.
Okay. We never said you were right.
Y'all were judging me. Y'all was looking at me, and I was trying to tell y'all. I was like,
nobody was judging you.
I was being judged. I was judged. You know how I am, and you know I have to prove my point. I was judged.
But yeah, overall, E, what you think?
No,
it was a good episode. I mean, like I said, I don't know what I expect. Well, first of all, and I meant to say this about Tommy.
Okay,
not Jackson. I thought he was dead. I did. I ain't played the game, so I know y'all knew he was gonna be in the town. I was like, I feel like he looking for somebody who, when they find, you talk to Roger, and Roger was like, "Yeah, I was with Tommy in his last moments, and here's his necklace." Like that's what I thought was going to happen. So I was like, okay. So,
look, I don't know. I can't fault you for that because the way this world has been just presenting you people, and then be like,
I mean, you got to think, Tess,
it's a new person,
Sam and Henry,
new person,
right? And it's like, so I was like, he did, and I thought they was gonna show him like his little burial stump with the rocks on it, like a pet cemetery burial ground. So that's what I thought was going to happen. So when he said it, first of all, I know this sounds terrible, and I know y'all probably going to judge me. I ain't remember that's what he looked like. So when he was calling his name, I was like, is that him?
Right. Look, hey, you actually are correct. You haven't seen him since episode 1. So, yeah.
And same thing in the game, you hadn't seen him since the Austin sequence.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like, how many people we've seen since then, and that have been killed or whatever, got away, don't exist no more. So when he saw him, it was so many things going through my head, and I was like, "Oh, that's him. Okay, cool." And then I was just like, "I'm tired now. I'm tired now." But yeah, so it was just a
lot. And then of course they showed the scenes of the next episode, and so this will be special with episode 7 because I never played Left Behind. So Boss will be privy to the gameplay of Left Behind, while Aranya and I will only be privy to the episode,
to the show.
So this is where it's going to have a quick twist because I never played the Left Behind DLC, which that DLC entails the little girl Ellie was with Riley.
Basically how she got bit. So
how she got bit.
Essentially, in terms of the game, in the entire first game, this DLC came out like a year or 2 after the first game.
Yeah, something like that.
So look at it like this, Aranya. In the whole main story of the first game, you never fight regular people and infected at the same time. They're never in the same space. In the Left Behind story, it goes back to basically just after the episode we just saw, where Joel falls off the horse, and Ellie is having flashbacks, and you're in the mall, and you're remembering what you and what Riley went through. You're playing through that while Ellie is in a new mall fighting off people and infected at the same time. Now, the way I went through it is, oh, you over there, you looking for me? Brick in the window. Here come the clickers. You deal with them.
So smart. Smart.
So like, and then I just mosey about my business.
Yep. Smart. Very smart.
So yeah,
so,
the emotional part of this story is
you know what? We're gonna do something interesting. Orion, how do you think this is gonna end?
I don't fucking know.
Take a wild. Let's just say, take a wild guess.
Take a wild guess.
Okay, so first of all, and I'm just walking y'all through my mind. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we get to Jackson, the place.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, they're established. They got potatoes, whatever. And I'm like, okay. I thought when they got to the university that someone would be there other than monkeys. So then I was like, okay, well, ain't no monkeys there. All right, that's right, fine. So in my head, I was thinking, damn, Jordan fell out. All right, because he bleeding. Okay, I said, so I think he's in the second one, so I don't think he dead. But he old and he's injured. Okay, he could get gangrene of the stomach and become a cripple or something. And I was like, Ellie says she don't know where she is. Now, all this was playing in my head. I didn't watch the preview for next episode because I stopped doing that because I just like to be like fresh.
Surprise.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, Ellie don't know where she is and she's not real good with the maps. And, she's never had to really do that. So I was like, maybe they're going to either run into a horde, some regular humans are going to find them, or they're going to find their way back to Jackson, the place. Shut up. So those are my 3 things that could possibly happen on maybe next episode or so, because I know that Tommy said that they always have a house somewhere to rest their head and a bowl of potatoes there at Jackson, right? So I was like, okay, so eventually they may want to go back there, especially if Joel is hurt, because Ellie can only do so much. She's a kid and she's not a trained medic, so those are my 3 things that I was thinking in my head when I saw that and he fell out. I was like, shit, he didn't fell out. He fell out quick. How long were they traveling?
It was a good bit.
And I was like, leave it in, because if you leave it in, you have a better chance. Don't pull it out. And then they pulled it out. I was like, he's dead.
She didn't know.
But I was like, he's not dead.
So, like, there's some good guesses there. Good guesses.
Okay, so how do you think the first game completely ended?
I honestly have no clue, because it's so many different things that y'all say that it wasn't in the game, and I can't imagine it without it in the game. So I have no idea. I mean, I'll say it ended with a swarm of monsters falling in on them. That's all I got, because I don't know.
Okay.
All right. Well, good people out there, if you stay tuned, you will figure out if Ronya was right, wrong, somewhere in the middle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Boss and I know. We know.
Mm-hmm.
We know what goes down. How our brethren in the UK say it, we know the juicy woosy boosy.
Don't ever say that.
You know what I'm saying?
I've never heard anyone say this.
That's what James and Fuhar say.
Do they?
Who?
Yes, the juicy woosy boosy.
Man,
look. When they read their tweets. Yeah. But yeah, so anything else you gotta add, Cordyceps King?
These next 3 episodes are gonna put people through hell. Look,
roller coaster.
I hope you like just what's old buddy say? Emotional damage. Like, I just hope I hope that is your genre of television, because that's what this is about to be. Like, so I'm not saying nothing else.
Ryan,
I just need it now.
Anything you want to add?
Nope. I'm looking forward to the next 3 episodes to see what's gonna happen, what's going on. What's going on.
And I second the same thing boss said. Like the roller coaster. Like how did Ron Burgundy say it? I'm stuck in a glass case of emotion. Yeah. There you go. Thank y'all for tuning in to episode 6 of this CCR of The Last of Us. Once again, we try to bring it to you every Tuesday, Wednesday, depending on schedules, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Got 3 more episodes, people. Once again, the finish line is right there.
Yep.
We running. We running now. We sprinting. 3 more weeks, and we there.
Yep.
We there. On behalf of myself, Scooter Blue, Run Your Miss, Cosmic Boss, we thank y'all. Of course, you can follow us on twitch.tv/LessThanStealthyNinjas. You can follow us on socials, IG and TikTok, Less Than Stealthy Ninjas. YouTube, where if you want to see the video version of this, Less Than Stealthy Ninjas. And of course, if you want to hear the audio, Spotify, Apple, Anchor, wherever you get your podcast from. Once again, just search Less Than Stealthy Ninjas. One big ass word. And you will see us in your face.
All these pretty faces in your face.
In your face. Or in your ears. Either or. however how you prefer.
Mm-hmm.
But until next time, everybody.
Deuces.
Peace, everybody.